Hi, thank you for attending my presentation today. My name is Dr. Sambadi Majumdar, and I am an environmental data scientist at the University of Alabama. Um, and as a data scientist, I work with big data, and a lot of the times I work with large agricultural data sets and large climate data sets. So oftentimes we like to visualize our data, and it helps us understand the insights that are in those data sets. And to make that visualization happen quickly and to facilitate that, I actually made a Shiny app that is designed to visualize agricultural data. So I built this app thinking about showing yield and yield statistics across a geographical area, and it is an interactive tool. But soon you will see that it is quite versatile, and it can visualize a whole bunch of other stuff too, if you want. If you're interested, before I jump into the demo, if you're interested, I have the source code and the GitHub repository where the source code for this app is located. Here is the QR code for it on the screen right here. And if you're interested in the actual Shiny app, that link is also in the GitHub repository, but it is also here in the QR code. But I suppose you would want to access that from your computer. And I would jump right into the demo right now. So before I do that, I wanted to show you the GitHub repository that I was talking about, where this the source code for this app is located. It's a Shiny app. It's written entirely in R and uses Leaflet. So initially, Leaflet to make the maps and stuff. And the colors that it uses to visualize the plots, I use the R color brewer. You can find the app on this by clicking here on this link, and it will open up as a screen like this. It doesn't look like much right now, but soon that will change. So it expects a shape file where you will have your yield data. So if you click on it, and be sure to upload the shapefile, the .shx file, and the .dbf file. These are also explained in the detailed README of the GitHub repository for this app. So if you give it a second, and now then you have to make some selections. So this shapefile should have a geometry component to the file. So you make that selection. There is also a time component. So in this case, it's year. It could also be other things as well. It could be decades. It could be months as well. So admin, I think of this as admin 1 and this one is admin 2. But admin, in this case, is any geographic or any political boundary. So in this case, it's state and can also be province or country and whatever. Admin 2 is a step down from admin 1. So if admin 1 is state, then admin 2 is county. It could also be districts if you have the data as that. And here under value, you would select what you want to visualize. So in this case, I have yield, I have total acres planted, and I have total acres harvested. So I am visualizing the total yield of oilseed sunflower in the contiguous United States across 7 states. So these are the states where sunflower or oilseed sunflower are mostly grown. But you can visualize any crop as long as the data format is what this app expects. And what is also neat is you can move through time. So this is showing data from 1976, and you can move through time. You can see how the data changes over several decades. So 1986, this is how it looks on the map. So these are choropleth maps. So a higher color or a higher shade of color represents a higher value of yield, and it's interactive. So you can actually see that this county, let's say North Dakota Towner, the total yield was 1276, and this is in pounds per acre. So the user will know what the unit is. Whatever unit you have in the data set, this is exactly what it will show. And yeah, you can move through time and you can see how it changes. And there's also a legend for it on the side. But you can also look at other stuff too. So if you remember admin 1 or admin 2, so the admin level analysis, you can see the top, in my case, the top states, or how the yield dynamics have changed across different states throughout the decades. And what is cool is you can actually select your color palette. So you can select pastel 2, it doesn't matter. So this closely follow, like I use the R Color Brewer palette here, so you can choose whatever you want if you're familiar with it. An admin 2 analysis shows statistics related to counties. So in my case, it's counties. In your case, it could be districts. It could be anything. So it's showing the top counties which have the highest yield across different states. And there is the About section, so you can see what the input file expectations is and what the app expects from the user. And yeah, and feel free to play around with it. Feel free to try new things, give it your own data, and it should work. And yeah, if you're interested to connecting with me, the QR code to my LinkedIn is on the screen. And also my GitHub, which has all my repositories, are also, the QR code for that is also on the screen. Thank you so much for attending my talk, and thank you.
All right. So please, if you have any questions for Dr. Majumder, you can leave them in the chat. So in the meantime, all right, so I have some questions. So, okay, he's go.
Hey.
Hello. Hi. Right. So, a quick question for you. Were there any limitations or potential biases while putting together your data or the visualization, and how did you address them?
Potential biases. Well, I mean, this is a visualization app, so like it shows whatever is in the data. So for this demonstration, I got the data from USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture. They collect crop statistics data. So this app is meant to be used with data that you get from crop statistics organizations in whatever part of the world. Doesn't matter, as long as the data is in a shape file. It will show in whatever resolution it is in that shape file. So I got it from USDA. Someone else can get it from Eurostat. Someone else can get it from ICRIStat. It doesn't matter.
All right. Thank you so much. So another question I have for you: how do you see Shiny evolving in your field?
Oh yeah. I think I'm really excited because Shiny is available both in R and Python. So there's a lot of cross-functional, cross-language integration possible. And I think specifically in my field, we have large dashboards that we oftentimes cannot show, or host because it's large. So like in the free tier, it's not possible sometimes if it's too large. If the app size is too large. So in that case, the WebAssembly thing that Shiny has come up with in recent years, the serverless showcase, that's something that I'm super excited about. And climate data is something like future climate data showing CMIP6 data. That's something that I would love to work on and do. And a web assembly in this context would be like really cool.
All right, sounds awesome. So we have a question from Beverly Martinez. Can you get data from USDA for free?
Yeah, you can get it for free. Their API, you just have to like get an API from their website, which is almost instantaneous. Like you fill out a few details, they send you an email, and that's it. And I use the Tidy USDA R package, which is again, it's a wrapper. So it once you have your API and key from USDA, all you have to do is put it into the Tidy USDA functions, and it will pull the data. It's like literally one step. It's so easy.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so another question is, do you have any favorite best practices for Shiny development?
I like to modularize my code. So in terms of best practices, I write a lot of functions. And so I tend to like reuse them. So if I have figured out a way from someone else that how to make interactive maps or how to make multi-page maps and drop downs and stuff, and if it's a series of operation, I like to put all of them into functions and modularize them and just import them whenever I am using that particular part, if that makes sense, and document them, of course, heavily document stuff.
All right, yeah, documentation is always important. Okay, so another question. Do you have any resources or communities that you recommend for someone who wants to learn about Power or Shining for your particular use case?
Um, so I learned a lot from the our bloggers website as well, and just and googling a lot about it. But Absalon actually has some fantastic Shiny resources as well, like how to do it. But also Posit, like check out Posit's website and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's like a wealth of information out there in Posit, Absalon, and blogs like R Coder blogs, and Medium as well. Medium is another great blog aggregator.
All right, that makes sense. Thank you so much for sharing your project with us. We really appreciate your time and we're super grateful.
Thank
So
you for
we'll
having me.
be, yeah, thank you so much.